If there is one skill to master in the 21st century, it's your ability to learn faster. It's your ability to unlock what I call your super brain. No matter your age, your background, your career, your level of education, your financial situation, your gender, your personal history, your IQ, none of that matters. You could do it too. If anything, you were taught a lie. You were taught a lie that somehow your intelligence, your brain power, your memory, for instance, is somehow limited like your shoe size. But here's the truth. We've discovered more in the past 20 years about your brain than the previous 2,000 years combined. And what we found is that we're grossly underestimating its potential and its own power. I remember at the age of 9, I overheard one of my teachers say, "That's the boy with the broken brain." I mean, my identity was that of limitation. My identity was I was not smart enough, that there was something wrong with me. If you're struggling, overloaded, overwhelmed, you're distracted, here's the thing, school taught you what to learn, math, history, science, Spanish, but there were 0 classes on how to learn, how to listen, how to focus, how to concentrate, how to think for yourself, how to think, how to solve problems, how to be creative, how to read faster, how to remember things. I mean, I always thought it should have been the 4th R in school, right? Reading, writing, arithmetic, but what about recall? What about retention? We live in an age of electric cars, spaceships that are going to Mars, but our vehicle of choice when it comes to learning is like a horse and buggy. That's how schools are. And this increase of difficulty and demand with how we learn things, that creates a gap, and that gap is called stress. Do you feel it? They call it information anxiety. And I know you know what I'm talking about. Higher blood pressure, a compression of leisure time, more sleeplessness, or even if you have a little bit of free time, maybe something gets canceled and you finally have time for yourself, your mind is so distracted and multitasking, you can't even enjoy that. And so one of the most important skills you can learn wherever you are in your life is your ability to learn faster, learning how to learn. And it starts with what I call your super brain, unleashing your super brain. So I talk a lot about superheroes, and one of the reasons why is when I grew up with these learning challenges and I couldn't read, I taught myself how to read late at night when my parents thought I was sleeping by reading comic books. And something about the hero's journey, something about good versus evil, something about hope that one person can make a difference taught me, engaged me so much that I learned how to read. And I love these superheroes. And I believe that if knowledge is power, learning is your superpower. So how do you reconcile wanting to go out there and develop yourself personally, to be able to find your mission, to be able to take on the world and make an impact with all of the weight that these challenges have on you? And here's the answer, here's the solution. And we call it the Super Brain Quest. 30 days to unlock the magical powers of your mind and your memory. It is the same teachings that I share with the world's top universities, top CEOs, actors, to speed read their scripts, to memorize their lines in half the time. So how are we gonna specifically get you to unleash your super brain? Well, we do it through spaced repetition. Bite-sized lessons each day for 30 days. Now, what are some of the things that we talk about? Well, we start with the fundamentals, how to learn any subject or skill faster. I'm gonna reveal to you my 4-step process for learning anything that you want in less time. We also talk about how to really master words, starting with lists. Another topic, and this is probably the biggest one, is how to remember people's names. I can't tell you how many stories I hear every single day from people who have transformed embarrassment to confidence. And speaking of words, would you like to learn another language? A second language, a third language, a fourth language. Another big problem spot for a lot of people is their fear of public speaking. We cover so much more information, all of it's on this page. This Mindvalley program has an unconditional money-back guarantee and is backed by one of the world's best-rated, award-winning customer support teams. So here's the bottom line. This program is really about transcending. It's about ending the trance. Ending this trance that we've had that you're not good enough, that you're not smart enough, that you don't have the potential. This quest will show you how to unlock the immense potential and power of your super brain I hope you'll join me so we could do this together. Bye for now, and I'll see you in the quest.